Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. I hope you're all doing fine. I hope you're having a great season, guys, and I hope you had a great game week 12. The turnaround times are so quick that we're having to meet 3 times in a week, and I think that's a pretty good thing, isn't it? So guys, the last week, technically it went really well for me. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about my own points and stuff, but just wanted to tell you to update you. So went well. Dunk, obviously a clean sheet. Trippier, Nico Williams with a very strange or a very welcome a clean sheet as well against Brighton. Pope, Trippier, both again. Almiron, as you all know, the last minute drama last week ended up leading me to Miguel Almiron, and he did pretty well. Got 10 points, highest scoring player in my team. Zaha, Salah, obviously captaincy didn't work out, but you have to take the chance, right? Mitrovic, Kane blanked, a very horrible performance by Tottenham against United. So overall, guys, I got 65 points, but it had there was an 8-point hit, so essentially it's like 57 points. Very close to top 200k now. So this was my game week, and now let's talk about this game week, right? Let's see what you have to say. Hey SH, hey Jeevan, Smelly Vab, Fudzili. Hope you guys doing well. SH says hello, how are you? Jeevan says how are you? I'm fine, guys. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. The transfer plan, SH is... There are 2 transfer plans actually in my mind. Again, I'm gonna make my transfers with 15 minutes to go because we're hoping that we're gonna get some team news with the... we're gonna get some team news about Liverpool because as Andy from Let's Track FPL has tweeted out, he said that he thinks that Milner is going to start, or he knows that Milner is going to start. So a little bit concerned about where Milner is going to start. Is Trent Alexander-Arnold going to play or not? So a little bit kind of concerned, and thinking to wait before making my transfers, guys. Hey Nihal, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope your wildcard's going well. I was going to sell Zaha and then he scored. Well, Zaha's got good fixtures to come, to be honest with you. I wouldn't sell him if I was you, my friend. Like Nottingham Forest in 16, Southampton in 14, Everton. It's not that easy because Everton are defending well, but Zaha can score against anyone. I'm just kind of waiting on the problem with my team currently, guys, is that I've got too many players in this goddamn Tottenham versus Newcastle game. I don't like that at all. Like Pope, Trippier, Almiron, Kane. It's just too much conflict of interest as well, and it's just too much riding on one game, which I don't fancy at all because Newcastle are playing well. So Fadzili says opinions on the Ronaldo situation. Well, Fadzili, I think Ronaldo's going to leave in January anyway. He wants to go play in the Champions League. So I think all these shenanigans, I think they're gonna just help him get his exit quickly, and won't lead him, won't lead Manchester United to force him to kind of stay. I think he wanted to leave in the summer, but there were no clubs which wanted to take him, especially with the salary demands and stuff. But I think he will end up leaving in the January transfer window. So it's not much longer that the United fans have to endure all the drama and can let just Ten Hag start building. Nehal says, I'm in a wildcard chaos. Nehal, don't worry about it. We're here for 1 hour. I'm going to help you with your wildcard. It's all going to be good, bro. Zaha, Barnes, Salah, Foden. Barnes going for Martinelli next week. Yeah, that's good. You need an Arsenal player next week against Nottingham. That's a given. I wish Gabriel Jesus was not on 4 yellow cards. Otherwise, I would have gone with Gabriel Jesus. Just sold Kane and got Gabriel Jesus. Otherwise, yeah. Michael says, hey Wiz, I'm going Salah over Haaland captain. Am I totally insane? Not at all, Michael. To be honest with you, Liverpool don't have many attacking players at all right now. So many injuries mounting up, Jota is injured, Luis Diaz is injured. Now we have the rumors that even Darwin Núñez has a knock or stuff, muscle injury. So it just makes Salah all the more potent, but we also have to think about who's going to create the chances for Salah. That's one thing that we need to be wary about. But if any attacking returns come, then it has to be all Salah. I think owning Salah in itself is good, but the thing is, I think his ownership is skyrocketed last game week due to the blank game week, but still 33%, the expected ownership or the effective ownership is going to be below 100% for sure. So yeah, if you're captaining him, you're essentially going for a differential. So I like that a lot. Jared says, does Salah have a history of overruling Gandhi? Yeah, he does. But the thing is, he does have a history of not overruling Gandhi and overruling Gandhi as well. So it's a mixed bag with Salah. I personally, it's just my own gut feeling. I don't like to captain a player in the first game of the game week. It's just me, because if in case my captain blanks, I have a really, really bad experience in watching all the remaining games from behind my sofa. So I just don't like captaining players in the first game. It's just my own personal thing, Let's hope Nottingham decides not to turn up today. Well, to be honest with you, my friend, I think Trossard created so many chances, hit the bar. It's just that they didn't finish their chances. They never finished their meal, Brighton. They're back to old Brighton, being the old Brighton. Anis, I'm going to discuss my transfer plan, or I'm going to make my transfers with 15 minutes to go. I'm currently thinking either I can roll my transfer, just simply do nothing, or the second option that I have is to make 2 transfers, take a -4 hit, to transfer out Kane for Ivan Toney, and to transfer out Almiron for Foden. So that's the thinking right now. Let's see what becomes. George says, should I take a -4 to sell Kyle Walker-Peters to avoid starting Williams and Webster? I own Cancelo and Trippier already. Who are you gonna sell him for, my friend? Who are you gonna sell him for? That's the question. Neil says, I still remember the last time he was benched in an early kickoff against Palace, came off the bench to score a brace. I remember. I sold him that week, Nehal. I remember. It was horrible. Still remember. And Neil says, I agree, owning is enough. Exactly, I agree with that. Joseph says, which 2 to start from Doherty, Gehi, Wilson and Andreas? I would start Wilson and Andreas. I'm taking a massive risk and I'm captaining Trent. To be honest with you, Doctor, just stick around. We might have some early team news, which I'll be able to tell you about. And then if he's not starting Trent, then you can possibly change your captain, because we have news that Milner is going to start. The problem is we don't know which position he's going to start, So let's wait and watch. Guys, if you have any updates, just hit me up and let me know on Twitter DMs, and we can go from there. Saka or Foden in best transfer? Michael, to be honest with you, this week I like Foden, but over the 2 weeks I think I like Saka more, because the next week they play against Nottingham Forest at home. You could even get Saka this week and get Foden next week as well. That is also an option. It's not like once you make a transfer you kind of have to stick with it. But I think to be honest with you, technically speaking, I think we should be owning both of them at this moment in time, because that's how good their fixtures are, my friend. And I think at this moment in time you're supposed to be owning both of them. My thinking, he might start in midfield or as a winger. Yeah, well, if you think that, then that's totally fine and you can take the risk. But let's wait and watch. Let's hope we get some early team news, my friend, and it'll dispel some of the fears of rotation as well. So let's wait and watch, guys. Let's wait and watch. We'll have some news, hopefully. A9 Tandem says, is Emerson Royale going to start this game week? Actually, you know what, guys? Let me tell you, you should follow this guy on Twitter. His name is not this one. This is Bona. Actually, just a second here, guys. His name is Paul O'Efe. This is the guy which you should be following. He does really good predictions of the Tottenham team news. You know, Emerson. He expects Emerson to start, so I'd say yes, Emerson would start, because if this guy expects Emerson to start, I agree with him as well. Right? So do follow him, guys. This is a very good source for Tottenham news. You know. Aman says, "Kidna was all fine." Aman, thank you so much. He says, debating whether to transfer out Trossard for Saka or Martinelli. Yeah. I think Saka is the man to go for. He's on penalties for Arsenal. He's picking up his form. Martinelli is declining slightly, you know, although performance against Liverpool was good. But I think if you have to go for one, I think you should go for Saka. Honestly, at 6.7 million, I think Martinelli should be in your team at least. You know, I think they are both worth owning. But you know, if you have to own one, then I think say Saka. Rohit says, "Hi, Wiz, best budget defender." Rohit, I think Ben White is the one to go for. To be honest with you, I think Arsenal have got really good fixtures, and you know, I think Ben White is the one to go. If I didn't have to make a transfer, you know, like. If I don't want to make a transfer for let us say Kane to Tony and Andreas Pereira to Foden, I would have definitely preferred to kind of make a defender transfer and get in Ben White, you know, or even Saliba. You know, that's also on my agenda. So maybe next week I'm gonna do that. Do that as well. Trent won't start in midfield. Klopp has always ruled out that option. Well, you know, it's just speculation, guys. I don't believe in speculation. I think we have some 10:50. He says, guys, definitely, I'm telling you, the news is gonna come. All right, the news is gonna come, and don't worry about the Liverpool players. Just don't make your transfers early. Just wait until we have some news. I will confirm the news on the stream. We still have 45 minutes to go, and then you can make your transfers. I think that will be the easiest way to go about it, right? So let's be patient. FPL Sam says, happy Diwali. Thank you so much, FPL Sam. I wish you and everybody else who celebrates a very happy Diwali, guys. Sylvester says, who to own from Liverpool? I think the only player to own from Liverpool currently is Salah, and if is fit, I think Darwin Núñez has to be given a shout as well. Firmino, I'm not sure about Firmino. I like Núñez more than Firmino. He's just too greedy, this guy Núñez. You know, he wants to take all the chances. It's a bit like Salah, you know, and I like that about him. You know, he's confident. He wants to take his chances, and these are the type of players which give you FPL points. So I like Salah and Núñez. Yes. Firmino is fine if you want to go with Firmino, you know, but I personally, as I told you, I prefer the other two over Firmino. Yeah. So just a second. Let me go to my transfer page and let me brainstorm, you know, so you can see what I'm currently thinking. So see, one option is obviously the easiest one. The problem is, you know, I don't want to transfer Miguel Almiron out, but I mean, he gave me 10 points last week, and he has a couple of good fixtures coming up after Tottenham. He's got Aston Villa, Southampton, you know. But if I have to get Foden, then I have to sell him for Andreas, you know. I have to sell Andreas for him, you know. So let's say I get Tony here. And the thing is, if I get Foden for Almiron, I get 1 million in the bank, which is, you know, which will help me kind of, you know, if next week, let us say, I don't want to keep Zaha, let us say against Southampton, you know, I want to go with Saka. It gives me the flexibility to upgrade Zaha to Saka, you know. But if I kind of get Foden in place of Andreas Pereira, you know, one, he takes away my enabler, you know, because Almiron is not in the category of an enabler, although he's been performing so well, and you know, this doesn't give me the option to go with Saka next week. So this is another doubt, you know. So I reluctantly, I think I might have to sell Miguel Almiron, you know. That's the only thing I can do right now. And next week, then I obviously, if I don't want to go with Saka, then I can upgrade one of my defenders, like, you know, Gehi, or even you know, Nico Williams, to somebody like Ben White or William Saliba, and to get to the Arsenal defense. I won't own Saka, but you know, even Foden plays against Leicester, which is a very tasty fixture. Very tasty fixture. Yeah, guys, I mean, this is just brainstorming. I'm not telling you my transfers right now. You can see my transfers with 15 minutes to go, obviously. But yeah. Andy expects news 10 minutes from the deadline. Well, then we make our transfers 10 minutes from deadline, Nihal. It's just all good, my friend. I have no hurries. I always wait for the news. Billing to Foden for a -4. Yes, why not? You know, -4 is always hard to recommend, but obviously owning Foden over Billing is definitely good. Kane and Maddison to Nunez and Saka. Kane and Maddison to Salah and Solanke. I'd say Salah and Solanke according to me, you know. But obviously, you know, Saka and Nunez can do equally well. So, just if I was the one, I would go with Solanke and Salah, my friend. A9 says Almiron is doing really well for my team. I know that. I know, like, he's in my team for 1 week. He did really well. The problem is, you know, the structure of the team. You know, that's the problem. So either if I like kind of just decide I don't want to go with Saka at all, you know, like, then I can keep Almiron here. You know, I can like take out Andreas for Foden, and then next week the only option to get an Arsenal defender would be either in place of Dunk, you know, whose fixtures obviously I don't like. The next two I don't like, but you know, either I get White in place of him, or I have to sell Gehi, you know, because with 0.3 million I'm not gonna get any Arsenal defender except Tomiyasu, which I don't want. So maybe I have to sell Dunk or Gehi to get an Arsenal defender next week, and hope for the best. You know, people are gonna be tripling up on Arsenal. I'm just gonna be stuck with Martinelli and a defender. But yeah, this is a decision. I mean, I'm currently thinking about it, guys. Let me know which one do you prefer. Do you prefer selling Andreas Pereira or selling Almiron? You know, that's the one. Even Team League says he expects it at 1050. Guys, well, we wait for 1050, Nihal, then. Do you think Rashford has enough upside over Tony or Jesus? Upside? I don't think so, no. But I think he's a good pick. I think if you want to supplement your team with Rashford, I think that's absolutely good. Upside, I don't think. Not that much. You know, especially, you know, when you're wildcarding this week, he plays against Chelsea, so... I think the upside is limited, Nihal, you know. But I think on your wildcard, if I was on wildcard, I would definitely get Rashford, but not over Tony. No. Himayu says bench one, Gehi, Castagna, Trippier. Gehi and Castagna. Who does Castagna play against? Wolves away. Castagna. I think you have to either, you know, it's obviously you'll have to choose between Castagna and Gehi, my friend. That's the one which you have to do. Trippier I would play for sure. He has the attacking upside as well. Out of position striker. Nihal, I agree with you. I think I would get him in my team, but not over Tony, you know, like, or Jesus. Yes, I think because he's on 4 yellows, I might, but not over Tony. Is that a wildcard team? No, that's not a wildcard team, Dexter. That is my team, or you know, with a couple of transfers, that will be my team. So yeah. Subhajit says Wilson to Mitrovic. Wilson has a good run of fixtures. Then why do Wilson to Mitrovic? Just keep Wilson, bro. Yeah. George says the -4 would be for Gabriel. Remember that Saliba is on 4 yellow cards. That is true. That is true, George. 4 yellow cards have been, you know, especially with Maddison in a blank game week. That was a big, you know, a thorn in my FPL plans. But yeah. So yes, I think Gabriel or even Ben White, you know, could be the one to go for, George. But yeah, I get your point. Hey Jugs, I hope you're doing well, bro. Already got in Foden for the game week. Should I do a -4 to get in Tony for Wilson? Joseph, you can if you want to, but I think you can keep Wilson. Wilson's been playing well, and it's not like that Spurs defense is airtight or anything like that, you know. Even though Lloris had a great game against United, they conceded so many chances. Spurs were so lackluster, honestly. Dello or Trippier? I'd say, yeah, I'd say Dello looks good. You know, cheaper than Trippier, saves you some money, and after this game week has okay fixtures as well. But remember, they're away from home, but they're good fixtures. Zara says 1 free transfer, 0.1 in the bank, thinking of transferring out Salah for Foden. And Zara, no. Not against Nottingham Forest. You don't transfer out Mo Salah against Nottingham Forest. Wouldn't. Never. If you want to get Foden, get him for somebody else. Don't transfer out Salah. Not this week. That would be my opinion, at least. So we have a captaincy poll. Let's end the poll, and you can obviously see the results. You all know what the result is going to be. One for the wildcard: Dello, Keher, Zuma, or Gomez. Nailed with Gomez. I'm not. Again, the issue is, you know, as soon as Ibrahima Konate is back, or you know, Matip is back, then we don't know whether Gomez is going to play or not. Then I think we need to go for the ones which are nailed on. You know, in that sense, I think Zuma is the safest bet because he's a centre back, plays most of the games. You know, and Dello obviously is I think the one with the upside because he plays really attacking. I think he's been unlucky. He's not been getting that many attacking returns, but I think he's getting into good positions. The problem is playing behind Anthony. You know, the Anthony is a little bit. You know, a selfish kind of a player who never obviously passes back to Dello. But I think Delo's getting chances. He's due a goal, in my opinion, Dello. So I'd think go for Dello. Low risk, you know, cheap defender, but good upside. Is Trent going to start, says Cinema. Cinema, wait until close to the deadline. We might have some team news for you. Konate expected back in training, says Nehal. Yeah. 4.5 goalkeeper Gaita pick for Kepa. I would go with Kepa. Chelsea defense is looking really good. They're playing really well against Graham Potter. I think they're due a big win, and I think it could start with Manchester United this week. Faz says, hey Viz, I do think that this week Salah will get more points than Haaland, but Salah will play earlier, which will affect our mood to watch the other games if he blanks. Well, Faz, that's the trade-off, my friend. Peace of mind versus captaincy. I think if you're concerned about this, Captain Haaland, bro. George says, I own the same front line and I don't think there's room for another Arsenal attacker barring injury. Yeah, that's fine, George. I absolutely agree with that. Especially with Gabriel Jesus on 4 yellow cards. We're not going to own him anyway, you know. So, yeah, I think I agree with you. Neil says, I'm between Raya and Kepa. Just Chelsea fixtures are putting me off. Yeah, obviously Chelsea fixtures are difficult, my friend. But for the short term, since you're on wildcard, you know, you can think about going with another keeper. It's just that Chelsea are looking good at the moment, and 4.5 million Chelsea keeper is not that much of a risk, to be honest with you. Yes, Chelsea fixtures are tough. I agree with that totally. You know, actually, just let me open. Yeah, they play against United, Brighton, Arsenal, Newcastle. So they're all 4 fixtures in which Chelsea can concede, and all 4 fixtures in which they can keep a clean sheet. Because the thing is, they have not been put to the real test under Graham Potter yet, so it's hard for me to kind of comment on that. Neil says, cheers, getting Raya. That's fine. I'd say it. Let's look at their fixtures just a second as well. So they are obviously having Aston Villa, Wolves, Nottingham, and City. I think they'll get similar points, Raya and Kepa. But obviously, whatever is better for your peace of mind, I think go with that, bro. So yeah. So guys, the question is whether to go with for my team. I'm thinking whether I should go with Foden. Obviously, I'm getting Foden this week, right? So the question is not whether to get Foden or not. The question is whether to get Foden in place of Andreas or Almiron. The thing, if I keep Almiron, is that, he gets Aston Villa at home and Southampton away, which are playable fixtures, But then I lose Andreas, which is a really good enabler. Obviously, who I want to keep for the rest of the season, but also, if I end up getting Foden in place of Almiron, the problem is I'm not gonna play Almiron this week anyway. So it's because I've got Trippier and Pope, and so not gonna play him anyway. Ben White or Gabriel for Perisic. Shopnan, it depends on the budget. If you're not worried about budget, I'd say get Gabriel, because Gabriel has a slightly more goal threat than Ben White. Ben White has a little bit more assist potential, but I think it's the same thing with what I said about Dello and Antony. He plays behind Saka, and I think Saka's a little bit, he cuts inside and shoots. So when Ben White actually kind of overlaps Saka outside him, very rarely does Saka give him the ball. It's more to create space for Saka rather than kind of giving him the ball, for to kind of put it in for an assist. So let's see. FPL, some says Trent Alexander-Arnold benched. So definitely some news has come out, guys. Let me see. Trent is benched. So yeah, Andy from Let's Talk FPL has tweeted out that Trent has been benched, and I think he has obviously the news. So yeah. So guys, for all of you who own Trent Alexander-Arnold, another small decision to make, kinda, because he has been benched. See, it's still half an hour to go, so there's still time for you to not panic and do what you need to do. I think you should keep Almiron, says George. Yeah, George, I am a little bit, a little bit in two minds as to what I should do, because next week I'm not sure if I'll be able to transfer Zaha out against Southampton either. So it's not like that Zaha has a bad fixture and I want to transfer him out. And if I get Saka and Martinelli later on, it will be hard because next game is Chelsea. I think I would not want Saka. And in game week 16, we're gonna get a wildcard after game week 16. So for the next weeks, I think I can keep Almiron. I think it would be better for my team structure. I'll have a more attacking player for next week, even though I'm not even sure if I have the possibility to play Almiron next week, because I already have good players. Because let us say which one I'm gonna bench. So you see, I've not benched Tony, so I'll play all my three strikers anyway. So obviously Alexander Mitrovic against Everton, I'll play Martinelli, I'll play Zaha, I'll play. So basically, even if I end up keeping Almiron, I wouldn't be able to play him against Aston Villa at home. That's the problem. That's a big problem though. Salah against Leeds, obviously won't be able to sell him. So yeah. So even if I keep Almiron, see guys, the logic is keeping Almiron, right? So the next fixture in game week 15 is Southampton away. At the same time, Tony has Nottingham Forest. No chance I'm gonna not play Tony here. Haaland, I don't even need to see. Mitrovic is the one. Yeah, Manchester City away. So this is one, but I don't think you ever kind of bench Mitrovic. So Southampton away. Not that easy of a fixture anyway for Almiron. It's not like Foden, obviously always keeping, but yeah, Salah has a difficult fixture, but obviously you would not play Almiron. You would not bench Salah. West Ham away. Obviously, when you own Zaha, you play him. Martinelli. Yeah, the thing is, yes, Almiron is a good option. The problem is, who do I play him in place of? If I end up keeping him, that's the issue. I have Robertson in my team. I guess that's good news, says Zara. Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to start. Good replacement for Trossard. Go for Foden, go for Saka, go for Martinelli, go for Zaha, go for Jared Bowen. Start Zaha or Mings or Kilman. Zaha or Al-Azhar, no doubts. Pineapple pie says salad. Right. FPL Jug says you took out Kane. Not yet, FPL Jugs. Still have him. I haven't confirmed my transfers. I'm just thinking. Pineapple Pie says Salah plus Gomez or Nuno plus Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah plus Gomez. I wouldn't even go with Gomez, to be honest with you. Just go with Salah plus Ben White. Subhajit says, Viz, I told Milson to Mitro cause I'm having FOMO for Mitro. Hugely affects my rank. Really? Is he that highly owned, Mitrovic? How much is his ownership? 20 what? Percent? How much? Why is it not opening? 25%. Yeah, I mean, the FOMO is okay, my friend, but you know, like, is only has 2 good fixtures. You know, Leeds and Everton. After that, he's got Manchester City and Manchester United, and then after that, you get a wild card. So it's for the next 4 weeks you are having to get a player. Wilson, on the other hand, he plays obviously Spurs this week, but next week he plays against Aston Villa, Southampton. So both have 2 good fixtures. You know, if you don't have anything to do, you can take out Wilson for Mitrovic this week and get back Wilson next week, or just keep and end up keeping Wilson. It's up to you, bro. What's your rank? My rank is around 200k, my friend. 200,000. Hello, Aman. I hope you're doing fine, bro. George says it's not just up until game week 16. It's who you are likely to want after the wildcard, who is good game week 17 and 18 fixtures. George, but when we're on a wildcard, can't we just take out the players which we don't want and get the players which we want? So essentially, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, that is true. But when you're getting players now, how much value are you gonna gain on them? Maybe a 0.1 or a 0.2 million. I don't think it's that much. Like, for example, if it would be more concerning if I was to sell somebody like Haaland, on which who have got 6 million value attached, you know, or Martinelli, on which who've got 4 million, 0.4 million attached. But to sell players like Almiron, on which I've got 0.1, you know, or somebody like Zaha, on which I've got 0.2, I don't think that it concerns me that much. And this season we've got cheap strikers, so team value for me is not that big of a concern. But I agree with you. Yeah. Hi Viz, why are you taking out Kane? Lee, it's the thing is, I don't want, like, I've got Trippier, I've got Pope, and I just think it's too much riding on one game, which I don't want. Second, I want Foden in my team. And this gives me flexibility. I was always going to sell Kane, for the longer term, because, it's just, I think he costs a lot more than he is returning, because Tony is giving similar returns as Kane. But if you don't have to do it, I mean, don't do it, guys. You know, if I had like money in the bank to take, just do Almiron to Foden, I'd do it. But unfortunately, I don't. I have Trent Alexander-Arnold. What to do? Andreas, Dunk, Archer currently on subs. That's the problem, bro. That's the issue. No, just play Andreas if you can. You know, I think that's the only way to go. You know, unless you don't want to sell him. Any news about Nunes starting? As of now, I don't have any news. If I have any more news, guys, I'll let you know. As of now, the only news that we have is Trent Alexander-Arnold is benched. That's the only thing we have right now. I'll let you know if I have any news, guys. Don't you worry about it. Will Firmino start? I think Firmino will start. Is Kepa as a good option on a wildcard? Anas, since your wildcard is only for 3 weeks, after that you get another wildcard, you can go for another pick, just like Nehal on wildcard here is going with Raya. You know, if you want to keep him long term and you are concerned about Kepa will go up in value, then you can go with Kepa. Otherwise, you can take a little bit of a risk and go with somebody like Raya as well. Would you play Justin or Andreas? I would play Andreas, my friend. Nunes, don't start, says Shopnan. Where did he say that? On a stream? Shopnan says Nunes doesn't start. Interesting. Many people transferred him in following his goal. And if he doesn't start, it's going to be a big spanner in the works, my friend. Rumors, Andy said, Alisson, Milner, Gomes, Virgil, Robo, Fabinho, Thiago, Elliott, Carvalho, Salah. That seems just right to me, honestly. If Nunes doesn't start, that has to be the team. And let's see what happens. Best defender to own after Cancelo or Trippier. I think currently an Arsenal defender, Tarun. Maybe Ben White would be the one to go for. Cheap and, a good fixtures to come. But if you want an attacking defender, currently there's not many options there. Is Ben White nailed? I think so, yeah. He's started most of the games this season. The problem is with Tomiyasu coming back, he plays on left back. He doesn't play on right back. Ben White has made that spot his own, so I think he's nailed, yes. Do we have any more news? No. Not as of now, guys. Metro to Solanke in Game Week 15 will give you Leeds, Everton. I know, yeah. That Ben Krillin tweeted that. Not interested, Fadzali. Leeds and Everton are not easy teams to play against at the moment, so it doesn't appeal to me at all. Gehi or Doherty to start? Honestly, I don't think Doherty is going to start, so it's better to put in Gehi. At least he gets 90 minutes. Bakalu says, this is my team. With 2 transfers, I am out of ideas. So you've got Gaeta. Guys, please ask pointed questions because we still got just like 20 minutes and I want to get as many questions as possible. But I'll answer this one. Gaeta, Trippier, Cancelo, Saliba, Madison, Salah, Martinelli, Zaha, Solanke, Mitrovic, Haaland. Alright, so you've got Saliba, Madison. I mean, you can do Madison to Foden, my friend. That could be an option. And roll the other transfer, Bekalu. Lee says 8-point hit, Kane, Trossard, Perisic out for Tony, Foden, Cancelo. That looks good to me, Lee. You bringing Tony? I'm thinking about it, Fadzali. Yep, so I thought about Solanke, I thought about Tony, but I think Tony is has better fixtures. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Foden captain. If you don't have Haaland, then you can think about it, but otherwise Haaland or Salah are my options this week. Saka and Martinelli both to own. If you have the option, then yes. They've got good fixtures until Game Week 15, why not? Kilmer or Trippier to start? Trippier. Gaeta or Watt to start? Gaeta. Have Castania and Gehi too. I'd still start Gaeta. I expect Leicester to concede. Yeah, I mean, they're all absolutely shit teams, to be honest with you, in terms of attack, especially Wolves and Everton, not scoring many goals at all. They look, but Calvert-Lewin is back. Maybe they can score a goal, But I expect both to concede anyway. So, do you think Nunez will start? I don't. Yashas, we don't need to think, bro. Let's wait and we'll have some news. Alexander-Arnold is on the bench today. Is confirmed by Anfield Edition as well. So, I'm just waiting, guys. I'm waiting for the news. Let's not guess. Just wait for the news, I'll tell you. Zara says best replacement for Trossard, only have 0.1 million in the bank. Zara, Martinelli. If you obviously already own Martinelli, then at 7 million, right? Who will I own? Obviously Bernardo Silva is playing all the games, but there's not much upside with him. Rashford could be the one to go for. Not this week, but long term, I think Rashford is a good option, yes. So Rashford could be your option, Zara. Fazali says, just remember the fourth Zello. Always Trippier, he blanked twice. I would start with Trippier, Matea. Saka for Madison. Yes, Tarun. Looks good to me. Yesas says, Nunez or Firmino, what's a better choice? Yesas, can you just wait for the team news to get confirmed? And I can only answer this question after I have the team news, my friend. Otherwise, it's just speculation, bro. Let's just wait. Abhijit, we are still waiting for the news. The only news currently we have is Trent is not starting. We're waiting for the news about Nunez and Firmino and everybody else. As soon as we have the team news, I'll relay it and I'll let you know, guys. Just wait. There's still 10 minutes to go for the news, so let's just focus on the other questions. Let's not waste time about speculating about Liverpool assets. Fazali says, we only plan for the 4 more game week, right? Then we get the unlimited 3 more game weeks, Fazali, essentially. Just we get our wildcard before game week 17. What transfers have you made? I haven't made any transfers as of now, Jackson. Yasa says, sorry, mate, my bad. No problems, Yasa. No worries, bro. Actually, just 10 more minutes and you'll have the team news, hopefully. Do you think Saka starts even if he is yellowed? Shopman, I don't think Arsenal have an option not to start Saka. He's just too important for our team. And, it was just a slight knock on his calf. It is not that he has a muscle injury. So I think he starts, yes. Do I keep Kane with Abhijit? I personally am transferring him out, but yes, if you want, you can keep him. It's not like Kane has done anything wrong this season. He's such consistent returns. 8, 6, 10, 5, 9, 10, 6, 9. I mean, look at the consistency with Kane. But the thing is, at 11.5 million, it's up to you if you want to keep him or not. The thing is, for example, let us say if I don't want to get Foden, I'd happily keep Kane in this team. That's the thing. I'm still thinking. I've not made my transfers. I've not even made up my mind which transfers to make right now. I'm waiting for the Liverpool news, and then in the end, I'm gonna panic and make some crazy moves. But that's all part and parcel of what we do here, right, guys? Would you still start Trent if he's benched? Michael, this is a very tough question, my friend. I wouldn't. Sukrat says, Sashikal, bro, Sashikal. Should I start Andreas or Mount? Tempted by Andreas. No, I would start Mount, Sukraj. No choice there, bro. I would start Mount. Best 2 out of Kane, Solanke, Mitrovic, Nunez. Best 2. Kane and Mitrovic. Nunez, I'm not sure if he starts, so not gonna comment here. Do I bring in Salah now? Well, if you want to, yes, you can. Definitely can. Why not? He plays against Nottingham Forest. You can definitely bring in Salah, bro. It's a good week to bring in Salah. I'm just waiting on the team news now. Meanwhile, I'm just thinking at the back of my mind. Yeah, guys, I'm just kind of tinkering with my team because I don't want to kind of panic in the end. I think I'm gonna end up keeping Andreas. Gonna transfer out Almiron because I don't think I get a chance to play Almiron. The only game I would want to play him in Chelsea at home, which doesn't make sense to me. So if I transfer out Kane, then I have to get Foden. Interesting. Curtis Jones is starting, it seems. Zaha or Eze and Guimaraes or Almiron? I would say, to be honestly, Eze has been scoring goals, but Zaha's on penalties, so I obviously still prefer Zaha and Almiron or Guimaraes. He's not on penalties either, Guimaraes. I think Guimaraes and Almiron are similar. Depends on how much money you have, but I think out of Zaha and Eze, I would choose Zaha. Kane and Madison out for Tony and Salah. Looks good to me, Zayed. Yes. Guys, any news as of now? Just checking again. Not the same, but full Liverpool team is Alisson, Milner, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Elliott, Jones, Salah, Firmino. I'm not sure who this guy is. It's some Liam guy, I'm not even sure, but Sam Martin has retweeted it, so guys, I'm not sure if this is the right team. Let's just wait. I'm gonna post it here for everybody to read. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just telling you what I'm getting from Twitter, right? No shooting the messenger here. Firmino is benched. Darwin starts. Who is this guy? No, this is goddamn Buna again. Come on, man. This is Buna. No. Ignore that. Let's just wait for other people to give us the news. Let's get on. Let's wait and then we can get the news. Bro, another one. James Ward-Prowse has been in my squad for a couple of game weeks already. So should I give him more time? Move him out for the likes of Foden, Martinelli. Move him on for the likes of Foden or Martinelli. I like that. Firmino bench. Darwin start, says Fadzali. No, that's not true, my friend. Who has tweeted that? That's not true. I don't think that was a tweet by somebody else. So no. People are just playing games. No. That's Buna Fadzali. No, that's not Anfield Online. They're just fooling you, bro. Just wait. We'll have the right news soon. I'm not gonna read it until I'm sure who is tweeting. Guys, by the way, if you're here, we've got 34 people watching. Do like the stream. Not that it makes any difference anymore, but yeah, still. Hi Wizard, what's your final lineup, my friend? I'm still making my transfers. I have to make my transfers, Salam. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Kane out for Tony, and I'm gonna take Miguel Almiron out for Foden. That's the idea. By the way, meanwhile, until we get the team news, let's head over to Jump the Wave and see the predictions. That'll help us more than this this nonsense which is going around anyway. She does very good predictions by the fans, and I really I think this is gonna help us. So where are the Liverpool? No, we want the City ones. Spurs, Man City. There you go. So see, here's Ederson 100%, Cancelo 100%, Diaz, Laporte, Rodri, KDB, Foden 95% is almost certain to start. Akanji 67. So people are a little bit wary about the second centre back. Or rather, is it the left back? Yeah, I think Cancelo is going to start at left back. So people are a little bit wary about who's going to start at right back. They're torn between Ake. If Ake starts, then Cancelo starts on the right. If Ake doesn't start, then possibly Akanji starts on the left. So yeah, this is the prediction, guys. You can have a look. I'm not an expert on Manchester City by any shape or form, but these are the predictions for Manchester City. Arsenal, as you can see, people, all of them expect Saka to start, the fans, even though he's yellow flagged. How it's the only doubt is obviously Zinchenko, Tomiyasu and Tierney, because we don't know which one starts at left back. All the others are absolutely clear. So meanwhile, let's go back and set our teams here. Hi Wizard, this is your final. No. Zara says, should I take a hit to get Foden in my team since I don't have enough funds? Just one transfer. Thinking Trossard to Foden, Robertson out for someone cheaper. Zara, I mean, Robertson plays against Nottingham Forest. It's not that you need to do that. Guys, just a second, but running out of time. No news is coming. No, the retweet is still there, but no news. I am told by Reliable the Cop. Here you go. This is team news and ticks. Hopefully this is not goddamn Buna. Yeah, this is not Buna. Alright, guys, this is the news. This seems to be correct. Here you go. No Nunez, guys. No Nunez, according to the news. Team news and ticks has given me the news, and or given us the news on Twitter, and looks perfect, and don't see any reason not to kinda believe him. Alright guys, let's we have the news. I've posted the news. So now it's time to make the decisions, guys. All of you can read the news which I've posted. I think this is the right news. Might captain Salah, says George. George, if you want to, definitely. I am not budging away from Haaland. No matter what happens, bro. I'm gonna captain Haaland. That's what I'm gonna do. No Nunez or Trent. Trent is on the bench. Is Nunez on the bench? Do we have the bench as well? I don't think we have the bench, right? Yeah, I don't have the bench. No. So yeah, basically we don't have the bench. Not sure if he's on the bench, Nunez. Anyways, let's move on and set our teams now. Kane or Tony or Solanke. If you obviously can afford Kane, then obviously you can't compare. These are 3 strikers in 3 different price brackets. Come on, my friend. George says, remember that week I said you should captain Kane and he outscored Haaland. I remember that, George. I absolutely remember that. That was my only captain blank, I think, other than Salah last week. So yeah, Haaland could be the top captain again, or Salah could overtake. No chance Salah could overtake Haaland. Absolutely no chance. I think Haaland is going to be the top captain. Alright, guys. So, time to make our transfers. So, Almiron out for Foden. I'm sorry, Almiron. You gave me 10 points. You were absolutely amazing. Just have to kind of, you know, sometimes do these things. But I'll always be on the lookout to get you back in my team, my friend. I owe you last week's 10 points. And I always will owe you. Right. So, Andreas goes out. Oh man, I don't like my defense at all. I absolutely hate my defense, but what can you do? I mean, Trippier and Pope against Son and Kane, and you know, it's just terrible. But yeah, it's not for 1 week. It's a longer term thing, so I like it. Well, guys, here goes nothing. This is my team. Would I rather play Nico Williams, Dunk, or Gehi? I'd say Gehi, you know. Yeah. Now this is the team, guys. All of you. Salah or Firmino? Abhijit, obviously I prefer Salah, my friend. It's just he's on penalties as well. I think he's more primed to play the... But I think Firmino is up for a shout because, you know, there's so many injuries. I think Firmino is going to get a lot more minutes than we generally expect him to play. So he can be a punt. But obviously out of those two, you know, this is not in the same price bracket, so hard to compare them. I would personally go with Salah. Gasemi says start Pope or Ward. I have Trippier as well. If you want to kind of spread the risk around, you can go with Ward. I expect Pope to get more save points if they both concede though. Gay is due a goal. Jackson says why you sold Kane. To get Foden. Jackson. Yeah. To get Foden. Saka or Tony? Both. What's this option, bro? Play both of them. Hey Wes, who is the best replacement for Arnold? Not really a like-for-like replacement there, my friend. I think you can go with an Arsenal defender, by the way, if you want to, because Arsenal have got some good fixtures coming up, and you can get somebody like Ben White or Gabriel. Otherwise, if you want to go for a Liverpool defender, then only one which is nailed on is Virgil van Dijk currently. But obviously doesn't offer much upside with the attacks now. Zaha to Saka. No, I mean, you can keep Zaha. Why do you want to transfer him out? Saka or Salah? Salah. Guys, where are all these questions coming from at the right in the end of the stream? I've been here for 1 hour. There were no questions. Saka or Tony can get only one. Then... oh man. Georgie is not nailed on. He might start a few games. Tierney might get a few. Zinchenko might get a few. So not nailed on. Anas, to be honest with you, Tony is... Tony and Saka, they're both nailed on. They're both on penalties. I think Saka's got the better next 2 fixtures, you know. So, yeah. You can go with Saka. But don't count, don't count his points after 1 game week. Let him play against Nottingham Forest, and then you can compare their 2 points. And he says, play Andreas, Almiron, or Cucurella. Out of these 3, I'd say play Almiron. Or Andreas, Almiron. I think Almiron is in better form. I'll play Almiron. Shall I transfer out De Bruyne for Foden? No chance. Why? Why do you want to transfer out? Play De Bruyne, bro. Don't waste your transfers. Why want to transfer out De Bruyne? Play him. Anna says thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Wildcard locked, says Nehal. Good luck, Nehal. I hope -4 are worth taking. You don't have to. You know, like you don't have to. It's just My team is not good. My defense is not good at all. This is Foden captain. Not for me. I only like Salah captaincy or Haaland captaincy this week. I think they are the best options. Ian says, hi guys, have liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Ian. I really appreciate it, bro. And I hope to see you more on the stream in the coming weeks. Play Kepa or Ward? I would play Kepa. Can Pope keep a clean sheet? Looks difficult. Looks very difficult. Salam says, Zabardast lineup, can't get Cancelo, currently hold Diaz. Well, Salam, I think that's an okay trade-off, bro. But honestly, we'd love to have Cancelo. But if can't afford, then I guess Diaz has to be the one. Raya says, Nehal says, Raya, Cancelo, Trippier, Keher, Martinelli, Saka, Foden, Salah, Haaland, Tony, Bobby. That looks absolutely great, Nehal. I hope Poole will play well. Yeah, I think they'll do well against Nottingham Forest, obviously. Can Ward keep a clean sheet? I don't think so. I don't think either Pope or Ward are going to keep clean sheets. If I had both, I'd start Pope because I think he can get more save points. They see Ward has more chance of a clean sheet and Pope has more chance of save points. You just have to consider which one you want to go for, which risk you want to go for. That's the thing. Man, oh man. Right at the end of the stream, I have a barrage of questions. But I like it, guys. You know, start Dunk or Nico Williams. Oh, I'd say Nico Williams, just because he has more chance of something attacking. Is Nico Williams not on loan? No, yeah, they sold him, right? So yeah, I think you can start Nico Williams. Start Kilman or Justin. I think Justin, more attacking threat. Pope or Ward? I already answered that. I think if you have Trippier, you want to spread the risk. See, Pope has more chance of save points. Ward has more probability of a clean sheet. Although I don't expect any of them to keep a clean sheet. That's the issue. Is Saka going to play 100%? Solanke or Andreas? Solanke. He's the striker. He's on penalties. You know. Ian says, hi guys, it's my 49th birthday today. I wish you a very happy birthday, my friend. I wish you many happy returns and wish you many more candles on the cake in the coming years. Stay healthy, stay happy, bro. Last question, shall I captain Haaland or Bowen? If I was you, I would captain Haaland, bro. Sully says, do you think Kane's price is overrated? I don't think so. I think it's not about overrating the price. I think the similar strikers in a lesser price bracket are performing similar as Kane. That's the reason why we are feeling that Kane is overpriced. But otherwise, I think Kane is consistent. But we have the similar priced, like similar point scoring strikers in a lower price bracket like Tony and Mitrovic. That's the reason why I preferred to downgrade him. Whew. Guys, lock your teams. No more answering the questions. I'm going to refresh my team for everybody to see, but no more answering the questions until you go and lock your teams, because I don't want you to miss the deadline. Do you really think this would have an impact? I don't think so, but anyways. Who's my captain? Haaland, vice captain Salah. Yeah, I think this okay team. Shall I play Saka or Andreas? No question, play Saka, bro. There's no question. There's no why is there a doubt between Saka and Andreas Kasami? But that shouldn't be, bro. Saka's on penalties, plays for Arsenal. Arsenal, top of the league, playing well. But this is 40 points difference between me and the top of my mini league. I'm on 12th. 40 points is nothing, Fazali. Although they're like not insignificant, but I think they can be made up with 1 or 2 good game weeks. I think Tony will get the 5th yellow, and we'll all bring Jesus next game week, and then Jesus will get the Jesus will get the yellow. Oh well. Saka was injured, but it's not an injury who's gonna keep him out. George says Haaland captain logged in. I think Salah will outscore him. Well, George, you own him. It's gonna still be effective ownership. It's gonna be less than 100%. You're gonna gain points if Salah scores. Then it's good for us, right? Nehal says Zen. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Southampton for the win, since I don't have any for this week. Salah to outscore Haaland, and all I wish for. Thanks for answering the questions I overstepped. No worries, Kasemi. Always welcome. I hope Salah outscores Haaland. Well, if Salah outscores Haaland, guys, we gain from his effective ownership. So it's all a win-win, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. New Zealand thrashing Australia in the cricket. All right. Well, anyways, guys, I mean, if Salah outscores Haaland, we all gain rank, right? That's all we want here. So don't worry about it. Just enjoy the games. Just hope, Kane doesn't go ballistic and Tony doesn't get a 5th yellow card. Which not gonna be good for me. Chelsea or United to win. Wiz will say draw or Chelsea. I honestly don't have time for do the predictions. Actually, there's a festival coming here. Diwali, as all my friends from India would know. So I'm a little bit busy with the preparations, guys. So today I'm not going to be able to do the predictions, but hopefully predictions is going to be back next week. So I think I'm going to have to take your leave. Just relax and enjoy the games. George says I'm going to captain Salah next game week, but let's see. George, the thing is, come the deadline when you see everybody captaining Haaland, and it's difficult to captain somebody else, so I would be very appreciative of your courage if you're able to do it, but personally it's not for me. Nehal says full wildcard draft: Raya, Cancelo, Trippier, Keher, Bueno, Justin, Saka, Martinelli, Salah, Foden, Andreas, Tony, Haaland, Bobby. Unfortunately, the king has changed cards. Yes, that is true, but Nehal, but it is not only about the king, it's about the team as well. Liverpool as a team are not playing well. They don't have creativity in the midfield, so it's hard for Salah to score the goals, so yeah. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna have to take your leave. I'll be back obviously next week with the deadline stream. If you if you want, you can follow me on Twitter for more interaction, and I'll catch you very soon. Till then, I hope you have a great game week. I wish all of you a very, very happy Diwali for all those who are celebrating. Guys, have a great game week, and I'll be back next week for the deadline stream. Take care. May the arrows be green. Bye-bye, everyone.